In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Ulf Carl with you.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. All right. So, welcome everyone. This is the Geek-Posium. We, of course, wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. We don't believe in Kwanzaa because it was made by some stranger in America who never went to Africa in his entire life. And I watched a little too much Crowder earlier today. And we as and our collective. Let me play this. This podcast is completely moral. We are A-OK people, but I will say this: the collective amount of time that the members of this podcast have been arrested is more than the total amount of time of Epstein's list. So,
excuse me.
I have been arrested for at least six hours.
Point. I've never been arrested. I have been.
The collective time is more than Epstein's entire list.
It wasn't a cop that detained me, but.
Am I being detained? Yes.
Am I being detained?
Am I being? Yes. Fuck. It has been an interesting overall week. Last week we were talking about how Elon Musk put through a small poll asking if we wanted Alex Jones back. The internet replied with yes. And so, in Buffalo Wild Wings across the nation, we saw stuff like this.
And the first tweet I saw was him retweeting an ad for his game.
Listen, if you don't know about NWO wars, go. It is Alex Jones Contra. It is amazing. I also wish to go out and defeat the evil Dr. Coochy.
My question is, does it have any references to 90s WCW?
I mean, he takes on
brother.
He does take on William Fence and his evil Monopoly computer system, Doors 24. But that's.
I see what he did there. That plays on words like that bring me back to the old days of Slashdot. Whenever they'd have a Microsoft article, and it would be Bill Gates as Gates of Borg, and they took that away and just replaced it with a generic Microsoft logo, and it's like, no, this website has died. It's sold out.
It's done. Sorry. All I know is this, that it's of course Christmas time. A lot of people become depressed during this time frame. I want you all to remember that one game that you download that you should always let your friends and family know that if they see you playing it, they should get you outside as soon as possible. Immediately. For me, that game is World of Warcraft. I don't know what other people's games is. If you ever see me playing that, I am in a bad place.
I went ahead and canceled that one game for me, which is SWTOR.
It's finally
if you
time.
See me playing the Old Republic, it's a bad time. If you see me playing Katawa Sojo and I have if you ever see me playing Katawa Sojo and I have a SWTOR window open, call the helpline on my behalf. Did I ever tell you how I got into light novels and shit?
That's one way to do it. See, for me, light novels are just there for me to enjoy a nice story and relax for like 3 hours. That's all I need.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to be. However, I came home from work one day, early whenever SWTOR released, right? And
I remember this.
I had pre-ordered SWTOR. I was like, yes, I get to play your sequel to Knights of the Old Republic 2, and it's an MMO, and I hate MMOs, but this is a single player. Yeah. I downloaded it. All the servers are busy. It was a complete shit show. I'm sitting there in queue for hours and hours. I go on 4chan, I go on A, and they announce like, oh yeah, Tower Soldier's releasing next month. Here's the final demo. Here's the entire first chapter.
Here's
I
the whole
read
first
through it
chapter.
and I'm like, oh, this is actually interesting. What else is in this genre? And I figure out how to play Fate Stay Night. As I'm waiting to get into the game, and I never got into the game. I stayed up until 4 a.m.
That'll happen. See, for me, you know, I think my initial reaction to visual novels was I was reading like porn on the internet because you know my family had the computer in the family room, so I couldn't sit there and like play computer games with my family watching over my shoulder or like looking at porn with my family looking over the shoulder.
Yeah.
But what I could do is read, and no one gave a fuck what I was reading.
At
So I'm
least
sitting there reading smut, which has been a time-honored tradition now. I continue to read smut to this day. Smut is one of my favorite of genres.
Oh, how much time a week do you spend on adultfanfiction.com?
Not as much as you would think. Not as much as you would think. I prefer original stories over fan fiction, but
So you're on the erotica.
there you go. Yeah, that's the one I'm on usually. I do go on adult fan fiction if I just need to see what my OTP would look like, just for like a few minutes there. But that's kind of it. That's kind of it there. But the joy of joys of this stuff nonsense. But which is why if you read my book in the second chapter, there's a page long of the character describing a girl's panties. And he literally goes, "Did I just spend a page thinking about this girl?" And I go, "Yeah, I just."
Yeah.
And so I made the character think that out loud, breaking the fourth wall. Like, did I just use a whole page to describe a girl's underwear?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Why? Because it's a teenage boy. I understand the alliteration. I get it. I've been there. But anyway, I am otherwise just busy with things. I'm currently in the middle of my yearly tradition since I think 2020 to finish off Persona 5 Royals Final Palace on Christmas Day. Because the last day you can finish that is Christmas Eve.
In game.
Yeah. So I finish it off on Christmas Eve in game, but because Royal continues on for like another 2 months, you can continue playing. The point of this being, I get to finish the game on Christmas Day, going woo in like the Christmas outfits. That's all I want to do. But because I'm a little, because I have to do it perfect every single time, and I refuse to do New Game Plus. I refuse to do New Game Plus every year. I deny. So I'm sitting there with my guide, which I wrote out. I should probably put that guide up on the website.
Probably.
I should probably do that just so it's accessible to everyone. And then we can go ahead and do that and begin putting up guides on the website.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying to use the break to get all the way through Cold Steel 4 and start on Reverie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not gonna have fucking time when the semester starts again.
My plan is because
I'll be taking 5 classes and working.
Oh, thank you. I think I'm not working Christmas Day, so my plan is just to chill out and just play games and just relax. I've been told that my PS5 is coming, but they don't have a shipping date. I'm like, okay, well, how do you not have a shipping date? What's going on, Ma?
You don't want to hear what I'm about to say.
She should probably bought it off some scammer on fucking Facebook Marketplace.
I was about to say it hasn't fallen off the back of the truck yet.
It's ridiculous. If it had fallen off the back of the truck, when my cousins would have told me about it. Like, hey, I got you a PS5. It'll be in the mail. Okay.
Okay.
That's the thing. But if that shows up beforehand, because she says she got me, like it comes with a Spider-Man game. Like, okay, cool. So I guess you got me the bundle with the Spider-Man thing.
Neat.
So I'm like, I'll have a PS5. And then what, Darren? I don't know. I already have the PS Plus thing, so I guess I'll start playing games. I'll immediately buy Baldur's 3 because I need to play that, and then immediately complain about the fact that everyone's trying to fuck me.
Everyone in that game is too damn horny.
The writers of that game have never had a friend in their entire life. They've only had people who they have to sleep with, and they only know how to have relationships with people that they sleep with. And I know these people. I've met these people in real life. They're sad existences where I go, listen, I'm not trying to fuck you. Doesn't mean I don't like you. It means we're friends.
Just because you can have a friendship without there being sex.
You know, the fact that
you can have a friendship between opposite genders or people who are of this gender that they're attracted to each other.
You can only have friends with people of the opposite gender when there's a binary gender system. As these people don't believe in this, they don't believe you can have friends. When everything is sex, everything is sex.
You can have friends without trying to fuck somebody.
No, thank you. But I'm looking forward to playing Baldur's Gate 3 whenever the hell that supposed PS5 shows up. I don't know what she did. She's like, yeah, no, I did a partial payment thing. I go, what the fuck did you do, Mom?
What did you do?
Like, did you put it on like layaway on Walmart.com? What the hell did you do? Is there a layaway on Walmart.com?
See, layaway Walmart online. There might be.
Okay, then maybe that's what she did. I don't know.
No, they stopped it in 2020.
Oh, never mind. I don't know what the fuck she did.
I don't know. Rumors.
No, my mom is Gen X. She's just not very technically savvy. You know what's really funny?
I said what I said.
Yeah. You have to remember, my parents had me when they were still in high school. So I'm also part of their generation.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. It's like, what? I go, you heard what I said.
Okay, boomer.
No, Gen X. We're all Gen X. It's why we all listen to Motley Crue together. It's why I know every Beach Boys song when I was a kid. Because that and Full House.
Oh God, Full House.
Full House. I don't know what their obsession with which Beach Boy was. Anyway, that's going on. There was something else going on Twitch that I forgot about. I was going to talk about. I don't know. Apparently
now.
I
thought we were going to talk about it later.
No, there was something else going on Twitch. Like someone sent me something that was like funny, and I forgot about it now.
And now you don't remember what it was.
It's gone. Apparently Twitch added a new category called boobs.
That's probably related to what we're going to talk about.
Probably is, but we will get into that later. And I'm like, finally, you're embracing what people are here for. Call of Duty. Now, I don't watch streamers on Twitch unless I'm watching like a Call of Duty tournament. That's the only time I ever watch.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be for, and they've went far away from it.
I don't know. And I'm like,
I watch more streams on you. The only reason I go on Twitch is when a VTuber posts on YouTube, "Hey, I'm streaming during my normal time, but I'm doing it on Twitch." I was like, "Okay, you're making me go on Twitch. That sucks."
Yeah. It's like I have no desire to go on Twitch. If you are a spurg online and a girl with a decent voice would like to be our newest VTuber, the Lolita Express, we'd love to have you.
Oh my God.
I will never give up on getting Epstein's list. By God. I refuse to let that fucking dog
Let it
lie.
go. Just start writing FOIA requests for it every day.
I mean, start. What do you mean start?
Have you actually filed anything?
3.
Okay then.
I've filed 3 FOIA requests in the last year for that same list. That is what I have done in the last year. Just because I'm just like, I would like this list. And so if I get it, first of all, I'm gonna probably die. Second of all, I am in no way, shape, or form looking to commit suicide. Okay, I am a happy person, and I am in decent health. Okay?
You're not playing World of Warcraft yet.
And thirdly, and this is the most important part, all right, the jokes I make about evading taxation are jokes. Please do not send the IRS to my house to shoot me. I do not want to die from IRS agent. The ATF, I kind of get. The IRS, I will fucking rage in front of St. Peter.
The ATF is understandable. It's the IRS.
See, if the IRS takes me out, so help me God. Oh. All right.
Oh Lord.
Beyond that, and in political news, if you guys didn't see, there's apparently a gay sex tape filmed on the Senate floor of Senate staffers having sex on it.
The Pornhub.
Posted on Pornhub, X-Hamster porn video, like just various, and we're just like, and most importantly, the Daily Caller put it up on their website, and I'm like, you can't be serious. There's no fucking way. But they did. So thank you for the senator from Washington and his staff for just saying fuck decorum, literally.
One of the funniest things coming out is like all these tweets by Republican congressmen saying, I recognize this guy. He said this thing to me. I recognize. What the funniest was one of them was like, I recognize this guy. He shouted "Free Palestine" in my face. I wonder how he'd do with that butt sex in Palestine.
See, I think the funniest thing I saw was Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she removed this, but I saw this for like a second where she said this will go down in the annals of history, and I'm like, you mean annals? I know what you mean.
I know what
but
you mean.
that mistype is brilliant.
She had something on the brain. Had her eye on that video 1 second too long.
I don't think she watched it. I think she just heard butt sex and went annals. Like how do I spell annals of history? ANAL, right? I'm like,
that's not how you do it.
It's not how you do that. Now that's in the congressional record. So how do I get Tracer Rule 34 FUTA in the congressional record? Because I've been trying with Discord for a long time now. I've killed him. He's dead. He's dead.
That's not what I expected. The next day.
You know what I'm talking about? When that guy started handing out like classified information on Discord to prove he was right, and I'm just like, and Congress like, we're gonna have an investigation on Discord. I'm like, okay, everyone, you need to go and get your congressman to find out what Rule 34 FUTA Tracer means. Write your congressman, write your senators. We need to know. And I just couldn't get it to catch fire.
Speaking of Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of classified documents leaking.
Is that our first story now?
No, this wasn't a story. But this has happened. Classified documents did leak, and they did get posted to the They did get posted to the War Thunder forums.
But they weren't classified. They were like the
They were
public
classified. They were just
manual.
they were classified, but they were marketing sizzle.
Yeah.
They were classified. It just wasn't as big a deal as people were initially making it out to be.
It's a sizzle reel. I don't care about the fucking sizzle reel.
Like it was stuff. Like it'd be like if marketing materials for M1A1s made in Egypt came out, including specs. We'd rather not that. We'd rather those not be out there because we still have M1A1s in our territory, in our inventory. They might get pulled out of our inventory. They might be shipped to Ukraine. We don't want Russia to know how to beat them. But it's not as big a deal. It's not like the specs for an M1A3, M1A2 spec V3 got leaked.
Exactly. All right, let's jump into the news. What are we starting with?
Starlink hardware you can buy at Costco now.
Guys, hear that? With your $1.99 freaking or $1.50
$1.50 hot dog and Coke.
Your $1.50 hot dog and Coke, you can get yourself Starlink for $2,500.
The dish is $2,500, but with it you get 2 free months of internet service.
Look, I'll just say it, all right? When I buy my house in the middle of nowhere, if I don't have internet, Starlink is right there at Costco now. So guess what? Starlink. Like, Darren, why'd you buy a Tesla? Because I already have Starlink. That's why.
We have Starlink.
Like, so you bought a Tesla because you have Starlink? Yes.
Yes.
Why? I want to go to Mars, but I'm too old, so my children must go to Mars. And then once they reach and make the pure libertarian economy that we need on Mars, they can come back to Earth and conquer it, thus saving our pure blue Earth.
Hold it there. Your phraseology's getting a little close to Blue Cosmos there, buddy.
It's not my fault. There's just so much Gundam Destiny and Gundam
Seed all over the place.
All over my feed because of the fucking Freedom movie.
Because the movie's coming out next month.
It's not my fault. All I'm saying is like, for our blue Earth. I'm like, yes, our blue Earth.
Have you sat down and watched that trailer yet?
Yes.
Like, okay, like I think they're finally pulling for Atherin Kira, even though Atherin's not it. Atherin's not only in the trailer for a minute.
I know.
Because how else do you explain Lacus cucking Kira?
It only makes sense.
It's like it's like no, they're finally pulling. Like, this doesn't make sense except if they're pulling the trigger on Atherin Kira,
which they've been hinting at for like ever
since the beginning of the fucking show.
Yeah, and we're all like, why didn't this happen? How did he end up with pink-haired bitch? What happened here?
It's like they're like, okay, you have Atherin and Lacus, and you have Atherin and Lacus, and then at the end you have Kira and Lacus. Like, Buddy was such a good friend that he ended up with his best friend's fiance.
Oops. See. I should make the Lacus Kira meme where it's like if we can't have a relationship like this, we can't be best friends. Like, wait, what? Anyway, so it
was also fucking weird. It was also weird seeing Nero Ramius in a Zaft uniform. What?
I don't know. Anyway, so
why is she in his, like, okay, she's still captain of the Archangel. Why is she in his Zaft uniform?
Archangel's on the Zaft side now, obviously. I don't know.
Space monsters.
Anyway, so I'm excited for this because this means that Starlink will be more acceptable in various places in the United States, which also means that the Midwest will have no reason to not allow us to have remote jobs in the middle of nowhere. Buy land in the middle of nowhere. Buy land. This is not financial advice. Buy land.
I need to get out of school first, but it's on the list.
I saw a nice 5-acre house. The problem is the 5 acres is just hilltop going up, and the house is on the bottom of the hill. I'm like, if the house was on the top of the hill, yes, house on the
Like, if
bottom
it
of
was
the hill.
diverse, that'd be great.
Yeah, but at the bottom of the hill, I'm like, is this a floodplain or not? I don't know. I don't really care because if a tree falls, it'll keep coming down.
You keep going. Yeah, I'm fucked either way.
You know, so I'm just like, if I can relocate house to top of hill. No, I'll have the one house and then I'll build another house on the top of the hill, and that'll be the guest house on the bottom of the hill. Why? Because this way the guests can deal with the tree.
Can deal with it.
Anyway,
Anywho, so
What's
next
next?
up on the hit list, FTC is trying to block the already completed Microsoft Activision merger.
they sent out an appeal to reverse their own decision.
Yes.
I'm so confused by this because they already said yes. They've already said yes. It's already done. It's a done
So
deal.
what happened was the FTC was leaning no. It went to court. The district judge blocked the FTC from saying no, and it took them until now to appeal.
They've had time. Look, I get it. I get it. They've had a lot of time and effort involved in going after SpaceX and Elon Musk for not hiring enough illegal immigrants for national defense purposes.
They waited too long. It's done. How are you going to roll this back?
Like, it's over with. But we need to appeal it. It's done. The only option you have from this point on is to go to Microsoft and not make them a monopoly anymore. And I'm not sure if the FTC has that power or if Congress has that power. I actually don't know what
it would be the FTC to initiate the action, but it would be the state attorney's office. Unless it would be the U.S. attorney. So It would be the Justice Department and the FTC working together.
Well, I suggest they start sucking Merrick Garland's dick real fast. Just like, please split this up. We fucked up.
And the FTC would recommend it, and it would be the U.S. attorney's office on behalf of the FTC to start pursuing it. So it would still be the executive.
Look, I don't really care that much. All right, Call of Duty is still coming out, so who cares? We're still getting the same Call of Duty game made every 2 years. That's all that matters.
And the single player keeps on getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
I can't wait until the single player is just a tutorial zone where they teach you how to shoot, jump, and cover. That's it. That's all it'll become soon. I'll be like, oh, yay! This is almost as bad as Overwatch. Almost.
Remember the original Call of Duty games, so you actually had interesting stories?
Not really. I was more of a Medal of Honor and Ghost Recon player.
I like Ghost Recon. I like the Clancy shit. I also like Medal of Honor, but Medal of Honor would sometimes get a little too ridiculous.
Is this because I drove a tank through Nuremberg?
Yes.
Okay then.
There was also like the entirety of Medal of Honor front line was ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Like you end the game by stealing the Ho-9, which we're not even sure actually existed.
Yeah. And then
and like it starts with you landing at Omaha Beach, like in Saving Private Ryan, and then you're also landing to help take the bridge at Nijmegen.
Those are too many things. Too many. Yeah. Like that's not even a straight line. That's like a that's too many places. It makes sense if you're going in a straight line. Like if you follow my military career, I went in a straight line and then I went left and then went up and then I went right and then I went up and then I stayed there. And then from there I went down and left. I went down and right. That's it.
Well, this is like the story in front line was you're an OSS agent getting deployed different crisis zones.
I hate tourists. Those of you who understand what I mean by that, you get it. Those of you who don't understand what I mean, you're either not military or you've never reached that point of security clearance in the military.
So, anywho,
Moving on.
that even if the FD, like even if they repeal, what the fuck are they going to do? There's going to be a complete fucking mess.
Yep.
Speaking of video game news, E3's dead.
Ding dong, E3 is like we knew. We knew. We've known for a little while now. But the real nail in the coffin was COVID. When COVID happened, and I'm like, and like every single video game company was like, we can just do a live stream and do our presentation, and people will just watch it.
They'd already figured that out before COVID.
I know, but they didn't realize they didn't have to spend money at E3 and other large video game conventions until after COVID. Before then, it was a loss leader, a necessary cost of business.
When was the first Nintendo Direct? That when Nintendo like they were in town, but they did their own thing, like 2011 or some shit.
I think like 2012, 2013.
No, it was before that because I was still in high school.
No,
because I remember watching some of this shit on a Nintendo Wii.
The Wii wasn't out till like 08. 07?
07.
All right. Yeah,
I was in middle school when I had a Nintendo Wii.
Okay. I don't remember watching Nintendo Direct on the Wii. I remember watching Nintendo Direct on my 3DS.
No, I remember watching it on the Wii.
And I'm pretty sure the 3DS was after the Wii.
Yes, it was.
I remember that. So
you had the DS Lite and the DSi and all that shit.
Yeah, and I got the DS and then the new DS. I'm like, why the fuck? Couldn't you at least give it a new name? Just give it a new name. 3DS Omega. But you know, Nintendo doesn't know how to name shit.
Or, well, the Switch is a pretty good name, but like some of their names have been kind of bleh. The Wii was not a good name.
The Wii U was not a good name.
Well, it kind of makes sense as it was just an evolution of Wii hardware.
They could have called it something else, like the Wii Touch.
Something
like that would have made me go, oh, okay. Because you got that stupid pad.
The 64 made sense.
64 made sense. Super Nintendo made sense. Nintendo made sense. But after 64, they just went, fuck it.
It's a GameCube. Why cube? Even though it's not actually a cube.
The Game Square. Okay. Anyway. E3 is dead. It's finally dead. It's officially dead. It's canceled out. The company ESA has announced that they're done. So those of you who, like me, as a kid, used to read about how cool E3 was in Game Informer or Game Pro or whatever,
Game Facts or whatever,
like when on the magazine when you were like 10, it's over. The dream's dead. The dream's dead.
But it had gone to journalists only in like 2010 for a couple of years. At that point, it kind of died. It never really came back.
Well, that was because in 08, 09, people were getting annoyed at journalists because they weren't properly reviewing games. That you get a game that was decent and like plays well, and you're like, okay, well, like this game was good. It should be like a 7 or an 8 because the graphics aren't like super hardcore. So I can see where they would remove points. They'd be like, it's a 5. I'm like, why? Why is it a 5?
Hold your horses there, Medicare. You're not supposed to be on stream until 8 o'clock.
And then the other thing they would do is they would find some really glitchy, bugged out game that that has a terrible story, doesn't really play well, but it's very pretty. They're like, this game's a 9. I go, you can't play this game.
You can play this game.
Or I'd be like, this is just a walking simulator.
Final Fantasy 13.
Listen, I do not need a walking simulator, Hideo Kojima. You make me a new Silent freaking Hill right this fucking moment. I know you had it done. I played the demo.
That would require him to make nice with Capcom again.
No. He can make his own and just call it something else. I don't know. You can call it Loud Meadow for all I care. That's right. If I can't think of a decent name, I'll just choose something ass backwards.
Ass backwards. Anyhow, still on video game news technically, or still on video game news.
The Last of Us
Thank
Online.
God, Last of Us's online project has been canceled by Naughty Dog.
I'm happy about this. I am super happy about this because I, for one, did not need this in my life. Last of Us should have died. Should have died a long time ago. How long ago? It's on its 3rd remake.
They're not even. They're making a remake of Last of Us Part 2.
No. They're making their 3rd remake of Last of Us Part 2.
No, this is only the 2nd remake of Last of Us Part 2.
Okay, I'm sorry. They're on the 3rd remake of Last of Us Part 1. I'm sorry. Sorry. This game has been out for less than 10 years. I'm still waiting for them to I'm waiting for the remake of Persona 3, which I'm going to probably be annoyed at because they were showing off like artwork, like, look guys, here are how things will look when you do a final attack with this character. And I went, oh cool. And I went, wait a minute. In Persona 3, you couldn't control any character but the main character. Everyone else was kind of computer controlled. Are we changing that now?
Are we changing that?
Are we changing the whole reason why this game was difficult and hard to play was because you didn't know that the computer understood? Heal me, you fucker, heal me. Why are you using the confuse spell?
It's like if they made it's like if they made what's his face in
Kingdom Hearts
be able to like heal you when you actually fucking need it.
Well, the computer had 3 choices for it was free attack, all out attack, or heal / support. And apparently / support means debuffs as well. So I'm just like, you see I'm at low health. You choose to use the confuse spell instead when there's 5 enemies. Confuse spell that targets 1 enemy.
Help, heal please.
Heal me,
heal, please.
Like, if I die, the game ends. That's how this game works. That's how all the Persona games work. If the main character dies, game over. Just like a dragon, which I forgot. I was like, why did I still have 2 guys with full health? Ichiban died.
Yeah, Ichiban died. The main character died.
Anyway, The Last of Us going out, good. We did not need this. No one wanted this. Also, the idea of an online zombie game where I have to sneak and not just kill everything sounds boring.
Yeah.
All right. If I'm gonna have a zombie game,
not just multiplayer zombie game. Multiplayer stealth games are boring.
Depends on. So multiplayer stealth games are fun when it's team versus team. Like a stealth team versus like a attack team. Those things are fun. Like there's that one mode in some FPS where you turn into objects and you hide, and the other team runs around trying to find you and kill you. Like, that's fun. That's fun.
Correction on my part. Having a stealth class in a multiplayer game is fun as shit. It adds a different element, but having just like if you had an entire if you're playing Team Fortress 2 and it's just spies versus spies, that's boring.
Yeah, that's very boring. I don't want that. Soldier versus soldier, lots of fun. Scout versus scout. Oh, the running.
All the running.
All the running.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna be last place on this team, but this would be a fun ride.
I'm like, I'm gonna get called the N-word so many times.
My
So many times.
kill death ratio is gonna be negative, but this will be fun.
Oh yeah. Back when you could insult someone's mother.
So
anyway,
anywho, so moving on from is Twitch technically video game news, or is it entertainment news, or is it tech news?
I'm gonna go with video game news
because Twitch is supposed to be a video game streaming platform, but it's not.
Well, for 2 days it wasn't. For 2 days it was just porn.
2 days it embraced what it's become.
Porn. So I sent both a tweet and an article about this. So first of all, those of you who do not know, Twitch sent out new guidelines regarding sexual content and their policy. They sent it out to everyone via an email. I got the exact same thing. And the very first thing I saw was that I can no longer get in trouble if a rated M game shows nudity. I went, thank you. My dick flopping out in Cyberpunk will no longer get me in trouble. Thank you. That being said, I'm gonna put in all the horny anime mods in Skyrim and start playing. I hope you're ready, chat. Hope you're ready.
Oh,
all right.
Lord.
We're gonna do that one where if you break the law, the guards arrest you and then rape you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And if you ever try to remove that mod, the whole game just dies. You're like, oh, what happened? I have to re-download the whole game. If you don't know, Skyrim is a huge game. It takes forever to download.
It's a bitch.
Yeah, it's a bitch.
It's an old game, but it's fucking huge.
It's larger than a Call of Duty game.
Except it takes a long time to play. Unlike Call of Duty.
And I actually have fun, unlike Call of Duty.
So, anyway. They put... moving on to the article. Yeah. So they put out this policy that actually allowed...
artistic nudity. Because a lot of people were complaining that they couldn't do proper life drawings if they couldn't show nudity. And like people were getting pinged for like wearing too thin of a shirt and getting like nipples on drawings and stuff. I'm going, okay, I understand why. I get why, because I was once a horny teenager and I would fucking run home to watch the African women topless episode of National Geographic. Like if I knew it was coming on, I'd run my ass home. What you doing, Darren? Learning about Africa. Yeah, Africa. Yeah. Don't look at me, all right? The point is, it was supposed to be educational. I was not using it for the right education.
You are educated, all right.
It's not on what they wanted. Not on what they wanted. But, okay, so knowing this, having been a pubescent boy at any point in time in my life, I understood this.
So they changed the policy, and exactly what you thought happened.
Immediately, everyone started taking their tits out and painting them. For 48 hours, the entire front page was not just titties, but also Coochy. There was a point where I'm just like, this is just Pornhub. And then I sat there and I went, TOS says that 13-year-olds can live stream on this website. There's going to be a federal fucking investigation. Virginia is going to come after you. By the way, if you have not written your congressman about this, please do. Because if they're going to fucking nickel and dime me, go after Twitch. They have money. They have Amazon money.
They got that Amazon money.
All right, I ain't got that Amazon money. I got regular titty money.
Fun fact: Amazon, owner of Twitch, is building a new headquarters in Virginia.
You should let them know about this. Like, hey, you can't be showing titties on your 13+ website.
Oh, my inbox was full my inbox is full with various fundraising. Like, tell your state representative about what Amazon is doing. Like, okay.
Thank you, Republican Party. See, I don't get that. I get help legalize cocaine in New Jersey. I'm going, yes, thank you, Libertarian Party. I know where we're going with this, and let's go. Let's fucking go.
No.
Let's go. Think about how much we can get done.
You see, you join Gun Owners of America, you get put on every fucking mailing list.
So you're telling me not to join Gun Owners of America? Good to know.
No, they do good work. They just put you on every fucking mailing list.
I send them a donation whenever I see them doing a new lawsuit to further my gun rights.
Like, it's whenever there are co plaintiff with FBC, it's a good day.
Yep. And let's go back to the tweet.
Anywho.
So immediately after this was all done, they reversed play. Look, you can't.
2 days later,
and now they went. You know what? It's too late. The cat's out of the bag. Congress is pissed. Let's make it even more restrictive. Sexual content even further down. So I'm just like, you know what? That's fine. Make sure everyone make it so that everyone has to wear a t-shirt that has to cover their belly button. All right, like let's make it really specific. You must wear a t-shirt that covers the entirety of your body, including your belly button.
What are you, your school principal?
Yes. You cannot show off your armpit. We know about those freaks too.
The skirt must go finger length
past the knee.
You went to school during the 90s. When I was in school, it's like short skirts have to go past the length of your fingers.
See, for us, it was past the knee, finger length. And which was funny because I was also brought up in the time of the mini skirt. And I was like, but the mini skirt exists. I've seen it on TV.
We know this exists.
I wish to see it in the wild, which I did when I joined the military and was in Savannah. Or I joined the military and I went down to Miami. Mostly in Miami. A lot of it mostly in Miami was bikinis. But when you went out to the club, occasionally you would see a mini skirt. Or sometimes you'd see what was supposed to be a mini skirt, but really her coochie was just hanging out. And it's like, I don't think that's how that
was
works.
A little too many.
I'm like, okay, that's a belt? Anyway.
I was gonna say the past the knee rule. Our friend Neil would have gotten in trouble a couple of times with his kilt.
Past the knee. Anyway, as I was saying with this, so they've now made changes again because they went crap. Now my question to this is, how many people had to look at this policy and not realize this was a terrible freaking plan?
I'm sure a lot of people looked at it, and the problem is, not everybody thinks. Not everyone has the ability to say, okay, if we do this, this will be the second and third order effect.
Those people shouldn't be in management. Those people should not be in management in positions of power because you don't have the ability to tell what your actions will cause. Very often when I do something, someone goes, "This will happen." I go, "Yes." Like I've already decided. I understand that's the next step. I've accepted it. I've moved on. And then everyone's like shocked. Like, what do you thought about that already? Yes.
Yes.
You're still gonna. Yes.
That's part of the decision-making process.
Like, I'm really tired of people talking to me like, well, you didn't think this through. I thought it through. I still made the same decision. Like with
you might not like this third order effect, but there are other third order effects that outweigh it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There are other effects that matter to me more or will cause me further harm that I would rather get rid of immediately. Those are my feelings. And people are like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I go, that's great. Just be aware. This is what happens next. Oh, you're dumb. Okay. A month later, oh, the warehouse is closing down. Oh, look at that!
Oh, look at that.
Look at, you mean all the things I said was going to happen happened? Oopsie. It's almost as if I told you what was going to happen and you ignored me.
Alrighty.
Anyway,
So you ready for some anime news?
Anime news. This is like the very first. Oh no, this is something else.
So we'll do that then.
No. Let's end with that. Let's end with that.
Okay. So, Boy and the Heron, Miyazaki's last film.
Miyazaki's
box office.
It's the last film. Seriously, it's totally the last film. He means it. He's definitely not gonna do another film after this. All right, he's done. All right, this is the last film. All right. That's all there is. That's all there is to it.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I've just been too busy.
I also haven't seen it yet. All right, but this is totally the last film he will do. All right, he's not going to continue making films by transferring his brain into an AI consciousness. All right, that's not what Miyazaki's going to do. He's watched Ghost in the Shell. He understands. Actually, no, that's exactly what happens in Ghost in the Shell. Like, no, wait, that's the exact thing that happens in Ghost in the Shell. Never mind.
Okay, cool. I can see it Monday. Neat. Anywho, so it's first time in a while a foreign film has topped the box office.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It won the box office, only doing 12.8 million.
Well, okay.
During the holidays, only 12.8 million.
Well, here's the problem, and I'll say it again for everyone.
Hollywood is dead, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I'll say it for everyone in the back. All right. Your problem is very simple. Disney doesn't know how to make a good movie anymore. For some reason, they made a fairy godmother prequel movie where we all just kind of went, this music's terrible. This story doesn't make sense. This is just about socialism. It sounds awful. Like, you've never bothered reading or you've never bothered watching Outer Limits, where the guy gets what he finally wants. No one around to bother him anymore, and he slowly goes crazy. You mean getting everything you want can be terrible?
Yeah. Not having a reason to live, like not having a reason to struggle, to strive, can be a bad thing? No, you're kidding.
You mean the number one issue most people have is because they feel like there's no purpose in their life, and that's mostly due to the fact that they have everything at their fingertips and they don't have any ideals or things that they want to do that would make them feel better about their lives, like having kids. I'm just saying, like, none of my friends who have kids are suicidal. Not a single one of them. My friends who don't have kids, who like go out and party all the time, they are the most depressed, morose motherfuckers I know. And I'm like, you guys need to have kids. Like, I don't want kids. The kids in this economy go, listen, I grew up in a van and a tent. You find a way.
You find a way.
You find a way.
Life finds a way.
All right. You find a way. You figure it out. Especially as a parent, you figure it out.
Yeah, like I grew up at different times during my childhood. My parents were rich and they were poor. When we were fucking poor, my parents found a fucking way.
Mm-hmm. I started at poor, and I watched my family build up money over time and gain back resources that were denied to them over time. It took time. It took years. It wasn't until I was like a teenager before my parents were okay. And I don't mean like well off. I mean just okay.
Okay.
Like not struggling every 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I was 14 then. And even then I was still helping out with payments around the house. But anyway, so
when I got a job, I was having to send money to help in college, working part-time to help pay off my college, and I would have to help out with bills and shit.
Yeah. Normal. I mean, that was normal for me. My one ex was like, oh yeah, no, like I'm asking my dad for some money. I go, oh okay, like, well, you've had a lot of free time. Why don't you get like a part-time job? He goes, yeah, but if I get a part-time job, I might not have time to study it. I'm looking at it going, you don't study now. You're not studying now. What do you mean you might not? You're not studying now. You're not doing a thing now. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you trying to tell me here? Anyway, so the movie, The Boy and the Heron. I've been told that the Heron's voice actor, I think he is one of those pretty boys from Twilight. Like his voice on there is just unhinged craziness. And I'm like, that sounds great. I'm happy that people are understanding that people have range and depth beyond Bella. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, and our last anime news, the thing that blew up on Twitch on a Sunday evening, on God's Day.
Another fucking Last Man on Earth anime. We've had enough of these.
He's not the last man on Earth. He's just the last man who can have sex. All other men are limp. Only his penis works.
Sounds like they need to go on heart medication.
Might I suggest this little blue pill?
Yeah. We're running out of blue pill? Well, nitroglycerin will also help with that.
Now, do you have a heart condition?
Do you have high blood pressure? This will help with that, actually. Do you have low blood pressure? Well, you're going to die.
So I laughed. Do you have a heart condition? Could you tell us what it is first? You need to make sure that what we're giving you... Yeah. We need to make sure that what we're giving you isn't going to fuck with your heart medication. Ladies, I will say this one more time, ladies. Your birth control is considered a form of medication. For the love of God, add that to your... Yes, I'm on medication.
Yeah, add that. Add that, because otherwise your paramedic might kill you.
Hospital visits become a huge pain. Like basic freaking hospital visits become full on fucking nightmares because they don't take into account the fucking birth control. And I look at people and I go, what the fuck's wrong with you?
When your doctor asks what you're taking, put down what you're taking, even if it's like basic NSAIDs. Like when I go, it's like, hey, I do take NSAIDs on occasion. I do take Tylenol on occasion. For me, it's like, are you on any medication? Go, ibuprofen occasionally. I take a men's multivitamin daily, and I take melatonin pills to help me sleep. Oh yeah, and the supplements you take, let them know. Mm-hmm. Especially the herbal shit that can chemically interact with medication, left, right, and center. Anyway, that can cause something as basic as fucking amoxicillin to kill you. Wow, I did not know that. But I was just thinking, like, listen, I need them to know what's in my body so they can figure out what the fuck's wrong with my body. Yeah, you can tell me what to remove. And 9 times out of 10, it's you should eat more meat. I go, thank you. I love this plan. This plan sounds great. You want me to have more steak? I love steak. By the way, I don't know if a bunch of cows got sick or something, but like steak in my grocery store was like $3 a pound. I'm like fucking buying it. I bought about $50 worth of fucking steak. My freezer's just full of fucking steak. I'm like, yes. What do you need, Aaron? Steak. What you eating tomorrow, Darren? Steak. What you eating the day after that? Ground beef. I remember one time, even my fat ass was prescribed a prescribed a double cheeseburger because I had the flu, but I gave blood anyway. Mm-hmm. Even had the flu, but I was like, oh, you were completely out on iron and something and yeah, stuff. But I had gone to school. I had the flu. I knew I had the flu, but I was like past that third day. And it's like, okay, you can go back to school. I gave blood for whatever reason. I got cleared, and I passed out. I passed out later that day.
Anyway, back to
The ER doc's like, I would not want to give this. I don't want to tell this to someone who's obese, but you need to have a fucking cheeseburger. You need iron.
So I need to say this right now. So this anime. Why is everyone upset about it? It's not just because it's another harem anime. It's because it's set in a school. Some of the girls are underage. I don't know what the age of these girls are.
I don't know what.
I have no
anime.
clue.
It's probably going to be set in. It's probably going to be set in a high school.
Probably a high school, and like, the girls here are of 18. Why are they in high school if they're 18? Some people are in high school when they're 18.
Age cutoffs are a bitch, man.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. I don't know how old these people are. I couldn't tell.
I don't know how they are.
I don't know. Why don't you know? Because I don't fucking know. I didn't I did not deep dive into this. I went, okay, cool. Here's the official visual license. People are annoying though, because like there will be 3 versions of this anime out there. There will be the safe for work version, the saucy but still safe for work version, and the this is porn. And I'm personally going to be downloading, or excuse me, buying the this is porn version.
The porn version. And it also gets to the point where like one of these 3, it's like, I didn't mean we want to go back to ecchi anime. Like ecchi anime has existed.
Ecchi anime has always existed. Okay, ecchi anime has existed since Tenchi Muyo. Ecchi anime has always existed. I'm really tired of people being like, I don't want to watch the ecchi anime. No one is making you watch the ecchi anime. No one is making like when someone was complaining to me about My Hero Academia, I'm like, what don't you like about it? Well, this one girl's costume. That girl's barely in the show.
Barely in the fucking
She's
show.
barely in the show. All right. You might like that character, so you focus on her. But the show is about this one dude.
Yeah, it's about this. Yeah, it's about one dude.
It's about one dude. And that character's not the main character. All right. If your complaint to me was about High School DxD, I'd be like, okay, why don't you not watch High School DxD?
Yeah, why do you watch
that is clearly an ecchi anime.
And there's a million other reasons to complain about DxD other than it being ecchi anime.
Like season 4 where they censored all of it. I am still angry. I am still angry.
I was more referring to that time my uncle was a priest, gave me the side eye for seeing it on my bookshelf.
That reminds me, I have to get your information. I can send you your Christmas present.
Oh boy,
it's fine. It's just a couple books of a manga. There's some ecchi stuff in there, but it's an action manga, so you'll be fine.
Okay, so it's DxD.
No, it's not DxD.
Okay,
it's not DxD. I don't think you've watched or seen this one. You might have read it because like it was popular for a little bit on a couple manga sites before they all got shut down. They all got shut down. Yeah. Now I can only read Korean mangas for free. And those are far worse when it comes to sexual content. I'm like, this is much worse. What's this one called? This one is called I Abuse My Masochistic Slave Elf Girl. I go, well, that's a little on the nose.
It's a little
I wonder what it's about. Oh, it's about him abusing his masochistic slave elf girl. All right.
Okay.
There's 183 chapters. I wonder what changes in this.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. All that changes is she gets a little worse each time. Yes. All right.
Anywho.
All right. Let us check. Let us check the X.
What were you checking X for?
To see if there anything happened in the hour we were on.
Let's see.
People have found Honkai Star Rail and are now in love with the character who has no fear. Because she has no concept of personal space either.
Are you talking about March 7th?
No, they're talking about the girl in the very beginning who has the circular sunglasses before you wake up.
Her.
Yeah, I can't remember. Is she a fire type? No, she's a lightning type, I think, right? Void, maybe? I don't remember. But her, you see her again in the third world. You have to actually capture her, and you do because she just goes, "Fine, capture me," and they go. This bitch literally had bullets floating in the sky that would then just come at me for no reason. And she just goes, "Okay, you win." I go, "Bitch, I don't even want to go near you.
Like,
Drop the bullets first."
like this is you're gonna betray me eventually.
I mean, she even says that. She goes, "Yeah, you can capture me for now, but eventually I'm going to get out, and it'll be the big betrayal." I go, "What?" She goes, we've met again. I've missed you." I go, "Are you my evil ex-girlfriend? What's going on here? What is this?" Because she acts like she knows you before you awaken and stuff. Anyway, so
I'm trying to see what's going on. What's happening? There's an NFL game going on. The Senate's training. The Senate is trending because of butt sex. Capitol is trending because of butt sex.
butt sex is trending, but that's I have nothing else. Like no one's got anything to talk about. It's weird. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, the VTuber Awards apparently.
There's the VTuber Awards. There's football going on. Apparently, there's a UFC fight tonight.
Hey. Larian's talking about how a lot of the people that they worked with on Baldur's Gate were fired from Hasbro recently.
Oh.
And by Hasbro, I mean Wizards of the Coast.
WotC.
Because Hasbro owns WotC. And I think that might mean that Hasbro is looking to remove Dungeons and Dragons as a game and making it more into a license. Did you watch the new Dungeons and Dragons movie?
I haven't yet.
It was okay. Like it wasn't. I'm not going to say it was a bad movie. It was a Dungeons and Dragons movie. I was like, okay, like this isn't great. It's action slop magic. Cool, got it.
And that's about what I heard.
Like I don't know what everyone else was freaking out about it.
Yeah, it's like this will be interesting to watch. I just haven't really had enthusiasm for it, if that makes any sense.
I also didn't have any. I don't have any enthusiasm either when I went to go and watch it, just because it was on, I think, Max or Prime or something. But I watched it because I don't want to hate something without actually looking at something and checking it out. Because the only reason people were getting hate on it was because the people who made it, the creators and the writers, were like, "This is anti-man. Men don't solve things. It's all about." I go, "Oh, this sounds stupid. This is gonna be one of those dumb fucking things. If you were gonna do this, there's this video game called Blood Rain, right? You could have done it with that. Or there's this video game called Bayonetta. Or there's this old movie series called Barbarella. There's also this old B movie called Stripperzilla. God, I miss Stripperzilla. You don't know. You don't understand the power of old shitty 70s movies.
Oh, I know the power of old 70s movies.
What's really funny that is currently trending, Yemen.
I'm not seeing that in my trending.
187,000 posts in mine, and I'm confused.
I don't see that at all in the United States trending or my For You.
I have international, but it also might be because they think I'm pro-Palestine. Because I've stated that I'm not okay with sending our troops to Israel. So if Kanye West had just kept his mouth shut for like 6 more months, nothing bad would have happened to him. We all would have just assumed he's pro-Palestine.
Oh, speaking of Yemen, part of what's happening is the Houthis are just blowing up shit in the Red Sea.
No, it's Yemen is stating their official we are with Palestine nonsense on their X feed or something.
Well, besides that, one of the reasons that Yemen's been trending for the past week because of the Houthis blowing up shit in the Red Sea.
Yeah, I got that. For some reason, Sodom and Gomorrah is fucking trending.
Probably because of Congress.
Butt sex. Yep, here we go. Butt sex. Yep, there we are. Okay, good to know. Good to know. What in the fuck?
So,
But
anyhow,
yeah, I am excited for the end of anime season because then I can get back to watching Invincible. Still angry that I got 4 episodes in and they
4
just
episodes
stopped.
and they went on break.
I'm like, no. Like I was fine with the week to week thing, and I was like, okay. And then they stopped right before Thanksgiving. So I got 4 episodes in, and they stopped and went, okay, well, Thanksgiving happened. So I'm like, okay, they're stopping for the holiday. I'll watch next week. Didn't show up. Went,
Watched.
why not? Let me just check it out real fast. We're doing a mid-season break. We will be back in January. I go, what do you mean mid-season break? We just started. It's been a month. I was so angry. If you guys have not watched Invincible, check it out. Watch it.
It's actually fantastic.
It is a first of all, the comic was very, very, very well written. I think that's Robert Kirkman, right? Did that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirkman does really good work. First of all, it was a very well written, very, very thought out piece of comic book literature. If you haven't checked it out, if you don't want to read the cartoon series on Prime, great. It's not perfect, but it's good.
It has issues, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, have you seen any of the? Speaking of Invincible, have you seen any of the footage for Omni-Man's inclusion in Mortal Kombat 1?
I have, with his giant ass cheeks.
Yes.
And I'm just like, what was like? Someone had to design that.
Well, they were trying to do it. They were trying to like exaggerate shit because he's a comic book character, but still keep it within the like.
But his
not great aesthetic.
His dodge is to bring his feet up and float there. The problem is if he's facing away from the camera, he just shows his ass.
Oops.
And I'm just like, I can't get the butt slap in freaking Street Fighter 5. I can't get that. Like the girl's finisher has her slapping her ass and then crushing the man with a giant badonkadonk. That's what's supposed to fucking happen. But instead, they use this stupid fucking swirly thing to make so we can't see her slap her ass. I go, why? For what reason? Okay, I have seen cartoon characters
do different shit.
Cartoon characters slap their ass for insults to injury type shit all the time. Usually when it involves running or having a bull chase them. Like this shit's not new. What the fuck?
Anywho, some of the fighting intros are actually pretty fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you see The Dangers of Our Heart got a second season?
I didn't.
Yep. I remember I told you to watch it. You're like the guy wants to kill the girl. I go, yeah. Did you not have those feelings when you first felt like you went? No, I went, okay, I'm fucking weird. I'm like, because I remember like for the first time I was talking, I'm like I feel weird. Fuck you. I'm like I feel weird. Fuck you. How dare you make me feel thing?
Why are you making me feel these feelings?
Why you make me feel thing? Me no like thing. Go away. Ata.
Anywho.
Anyway, this has been the Geek-Posium. We will see you guys. What is next week? Is next week next week's the holiday? No, next week we will have time. Next week is not Christmas Eve. So we will see you guys next week.
Maybe I'll be home, so
okay. Well, we will see what happens.
We might do it next week. I might be at a Caps game.
On a holiday weekend.
I haven't seen a fucking Caps game since I got back in the States, dude.
Look. All we need to remember is this. Alex Jones is back and he keeps screaming that he's right. All right, so we just need to remember this. The only reason Alex Jones is ever right is because he reads the news. All right. The only reason that I'm ever right is because I looked there and I went, oh, if you do this, this will happen. And people go, no, you're wrong. No, I've watched this happen repeatedly. This is what happens next.
This is what happens.
No, you're wrong. All right, well. Hey, remember what happened?
Alrighty then.
Yeah, so as always, Have yourself a good one. If we don't see you guys next week, have a Merry Christmas. If we do see you guys next week, I will have some cow photos on the website. Coffee. I'm waiting for the first delivery. I'm
I
waiting.
was about to say, you're getting close to Katsucon, dude.
I'm waiting for the very first delivery. Because I'm still waiting on the artwork. I put a logo on and said fuck it for right now, and then later on I will add the waifu style bags after I get this first thing done, because I need the coffee physically first.
Yeah.
At this point, because I'm getting too close. And again, my plan is to have coffee, coffee and cosplay, so we can just have ourselves a nice little thing with people. They can hang out, they can have some coffee, some cosplay, enjoy some food, and piss off Katsucon and the hotel simultaneously. I'm like, you can't be selling food. I'm not selling food. I'm giving people free coffee and free donuts.
Free samples.
Like this is all free. I'm not telling anyone to buy anything. If they like it, I give them the website. That's all. That's all I do. Like I'm not giving anyone anything. I'm not charging anyone anything. This is just a little get together. People like my stuff. They can they can come have some. That's all there is to it. And again, Katsucon has 1 day left to send me a no. You're totally doing a panel email before it's too late.
It was always too late.
Listen, they all you had to do was give me a panel to do. A panel, and I would have been like, okay, I need to focus on this panel like all day long. But as I don't have that problem anymore, I'm gonna go crazy. So this was never my fault. It was always theirs. Anyway, this has been the Geek-Posium. Have yourselves a good one. We will see what happens in the next couple of weeks. Do you know when ColossalCon's going to start sending out panel stuff?
ColossalCon Prime?
Yeah.
I'll check. They might be up already.
I might submit some stuff.
Right,
I might. I'm thinking about it.
That might be one of the few cons I do this year.
Because right now I'm looking at like 3 or 4 cons, and I'm like, I need to do more.
Oh, they're live.
They're live? Okay.
They're live. They've been live since the 8th of November.
Wow. There you are. They've been live. They've been live for a while. I'm gonna have to go and put some stuff out. I should probably also check on Otakon too. If they're live, Otakon's probably live soon, if not already. So you guys have yourself a good one. We will see you guys next week. Mississippi Queen?
Sounds good.
Where's Mississippi Queen? Where are you?
Panel submissions I believe open the 10th for Otakon, by the way.
10th of January?
February, it looks like.
Okay, that's a ways away. I have time. Anyway, you know what? Fine. We'll end this with Baldur's Gate. So I can't wait. To play Baldur's Gate, because I'm gonna play it just like this.
Is the bear? Is the guy? It seems more of a game warden thing to me.
Well, it's illegal, Burton. I know that.
Hello down there. Are you okay? Excuse me. Bear. Bear fucker. Do you need assistance?